Hey, Garage Logic fans, Mishke here, slipping in ever so briefly to mention that I have a podcast that comes out every Wednesday and every Friday, twice a week now. The show is pretty much about everything you care about and are interested in and need in your life and want to know more about. I tailored the darn thing specifically to your liking. I tailored it to your loves, to your true passions. That took a long time. I'm spent. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely wasted.
At 5 Eyewitness News, you told us that fraud and wasted money are important to you, and that's why we're going after it. I'm Kevin Doran, and every day 5 Eyewitness News is following the money in your neighborhood, asking the tough questions, looking out for you, and uncovering fraud with your tax dollars. We're listening, and we're working hard to protect your money. Watch and see the difference on 5 Eyewitness News.
This is Ricey for the Canopy Group. I've been around a long time, and I have seen a lot of insurance deals, and I know a good one when I see one. So let me ask you, when was the last time your insurance agent called you? You probably had to chase them down. That's because they represent one company. If they don't have options, they don't have a reason to call. But the Canopy Group? They represent 16 insurance companies. That's right, 16. They've got a team of 50 experienced professionals who dig through the marketplace and find the best coverage for you. And they actually call you because they have something to offer. Better coverage, real savings, and a process that could save you a small fortune over time. So do what I did. Visit thecanopygroup.com. Let them do the shopping while you enjoy the savings. That's thecanopygroup.com.
Pat?
Yes, Joe.
Was it one of the finest weekends for Minnesota sports?
I think we got to call it a week. A week of Minnesota
We started
sports.
Thursday. That's a good point.
Well, then we also started with the Wild before that, right? So,
Yes, they can't win.
So I'm thinking all-timer. All-timer.
You think so?
Isn't it? Yes.
Because the margins of victory in some of these games
were first of all, we just signed the highest played commie in the history of hockey, right?
Yep.
And we were really optimistic for the year, and we signed Gus to a 5-year contract, and now he can't stop a volleyball. What happened here? So they're giving up 5 goals a game, right? So that kind of starts the week.
Yes.
And then our, as I said earlier this week, you know you're in trouble in a football game when after 3 hours the other team hasn't punted.
That's right.
You know, which is what happened Thursday. And that wasn't the most embarrassing football performance of the week. Here's a stat that you never could have comprehended, Joe. Mm-hmm. The Gophers trailed 31-0 and did not have a first down.
Ooh.
At that point. That's got to be a world record, doesn't it?
I was in between. I went at halftime of the Jordan versus Howard Lake game. I ran to the grocery store, and I was listening to the Grimmer. And he says, well, maybe we'll get a first down one of these days. And I thought, that's not good. If the Grimmer's saying that on the radio broadcast, that can't be good.
And after young Mr. Lindsey, the quarterback, received accolades from everybody after the Nebraska victory, and he's the guy that can lead us places, he threw 3 interceptions, right? Yeah. So you got
I do love one thing about that rivalry. I love the fact that Kirk Ferentz absolutely hates PJ Fleck.
Well, he's a different kind of guy. He's first of all, he's not going to crawl over his players after they beat a team that couldn't beat Jordan High School.
Right.
He's not going to do that. Mm-hmm. And he's been at it a long time, and he probably just can't stand the...
he can't help himself.
Just like some of the rest of us. Yes, he does. So PJ was trying to kiss up to him before the game. Did you see him saying all these great things about him and stuff like that?
I happened to hear PJ's post-game reflections
really?
on the radio.
I wish I had been in the car at that point.
And they were
Was it all on him? Did he say it's all on me?
He failed to coach correctly.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. What about the quarterback? I didn't coach him right. and he says stuff like "Skyuma."
Oh, yeah.
Go Gophers, whatever.
Yeah.
It was just all gobbledygook.
Yes.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You know what happened? You know what that did? There was great fear in Gopherville with all these openings being created that, Arkansas or 8 other schools were going to come in and try to get PJ. I don't think that's an issue right now.
How about the fact that LSU said, Brian Kelly, here's $54 million.
$54 million.
See you later.
I had 5 family members at South Carolina, and they damn near pulled it off to beat Alabama, but did not.
No, they did not.
And then I was made privy to a bunch of videos before the game taken by various family members, and that's a different world.
Oh, yes.
The SEC is a whole different world.
It is because the Vikings, no matter what happens to the Gophers, the Vikings are way more important than whatever the Gophers are. Down there,
that's it.
Down there, the college is everything. And the other thing they do is they let upset boosters with a lot of money, that give them some millions. They let them make decisions on who to, whether it's time to fire a coach. Mm-hmm. And now I thought when I thought Brian Kelly was in trouble at LSU, when he showed up for his opening press conference with a Southern accent.
I'm trying to find it.
Some Irishman. All of a sudden he sounds like Bear Bryant. It was. I thought he was in trouble right then, but I saw him walking off the field after the defeat Saturday, and I said, he knows it's all over. Mm-hmm. You could see that. The thing about him is he's obstinate in defeat. He's very touchy, and he was egomaniac. And when you start losing, you gotta get a little more humble. And he did not do that. But I think they added it up today. I saw something on Twitter that we're up to like $150 million with fired coaches, buyouts, or something like that.
How do you think PJ did in holding down the margin of victory? Do you think he? Didn't they throw in a useless field goal?
Oh yeah, they threw in a field goal, and then when they were down, what he likes to do is run the ball when they're hopelessly defeated, because he does not want the other team to get the ball back.
He's trying to protect the margin of victory.
Yes, he is. Yeah, the margin
of defeat.
The margin of defeat. He's very good at doing that. And there have been times when he gave up, when there was a reasonable, not a 10% chance he might have been coming back, but he always he protects that margin of defeat. He certainly does that. I was at the St. John's game, so I feel bad I didn't get it's got to be on replay this week sometime on the Big Ten Network, right? I got to scroll through that.
Do they do that?
See. Oh yeah, I think they do. Although I don't know what was the game on the Big Ten Network, or was it on something else?
I don't know.
It's on. Either CBS or ABC.
CBS. It was because it was the 2:30.
Well, that probably won't be on again.
It's a great night to be a Tiger. I'm here with my family, and we are so excited to be in the great state of Louisiana.
What a fraud.
Yeah. Yeah.
My family. You just coached Notre Dame. Who are you joking?
He just said flamly.
Family. Yeah.
What is that thing?
That is the key for Mrs. Ricey's car.
That's the key?
Looks like a big matchbook.
That's the key.
Let me see it.
This is the key that Mr. Ricey put in the washer.
Oh, no.
And it shorted it out. But when we brought this in to get the second key, so we still had the second key.
Yeah.
Because we still had the shell, we saved $100. So it was only $500 to
Let me see that thing.
Get one of these things.
We're going to leave the brand out of that
Yes,
joke.
we're gonna.
Well, I'm not going to say anything. That's a handsome piece of equipment.
Yes, it is.
That's
It is.
nice.
And the nice thing is, you just keep it in your pocket.
Well, that's the idea.
Keep
yeah.
it in your pocket, and it makes everything.
I helped him because you know what you do when your battery runs out on your fob? Go to Frats. They not only you buy the battery there, they'll replace it for you.
Geez, can I tell you something?
Talk to me.
Maybe this. At my gas station, they'll do that. Okay,
Really?
It takes about 2 seconds.
Do they
Yes,
sell
but-
batteries at
and
the gas station?
it's never more than $5.
But it didn't work.
This
We
didn't.
tried that to put the new battery in, and it didn't work.
Oh,
So they.
well, there's your 500.
Yeah, there's a So
The battery.
yes, the battery.
The keyless starting thing. That's a solution to a problem I've never had. I still don't know what the advantage is.
On my convertible, I got the key. I just do I got a
the
key.
key goes in the
The
ignition.
key goes in the ignition. You turn it. It's the damnedest thing you ever
I'll
saw.
be damned.
Yeah. So,
Speaking of I'll be damned,
yeah,
this what's his name, Yamamoto?
yeah.
What a job he pitched Saturday night.
What is it? The first complete game in how many years? And the last he completed the other one
Is
too.
it since Jack in the World Series?
No, not that long. Not that.
Thought they said Oral Hershiser.
Yeah.
Well,
the
he'd be
Dodgers.
before. Oh, for
He'd
the
be
Dodgers.
before
Dodgers,
Jack.
Yeah.
probably.
Hold on.
Yeah. No, it was some. It's been several years though since somebody pitched a complete game in the World Series.
Who pitches for the Dodgers tonight?
Tyler Glasnow, who was really good and then had a couple of injuries, and he's now back to being really good. He was at Tampa at one time.
Scherzer tonight for the.
I think they gave Tyler, when he got traded from Tampa, $230, I believe. $230.
I have
And
it
this
right
guy
here.
is $300.
Yamamoto's complete game was the first in a World Series since Johnny Cueto threw one for the Kansas City Royals in 2015.
Okay.
It was the first by a Dodger since Oral Hershiser in 88. And the complete game was Yamamoto's second in a row, making him the first pitcher since Kurt Schilling in 2001 to throw consecutive postseason complete games.
Well, I recall another Dodger who pitched a complete game on 2 days rest.
Sandy.
In 65 against our poor Twins. Junior Gilliam hit the home. Junior Gilliam hit the home run that hit the. No, it wasn't Junior Gilliam. Who hit the foul? Was it Lou Johnson? Or maybe it hit the foul pole. 2-run homer, and that was all they needed.
Speaking of that, I know he's nuts. Why is Kurt Schilling not in the Hall of Fame?
Well, he got very close, and then he got upset, and then he said, "I don't want to be on the ballot anymore." And he,
okay.
But
He should be in, though, shouldn't he?
yeah, I even did. I don't know. I'm sure his political ramblings, rantings, cost him some votes, but the need for 300 victories and that stuff is left now.
That's gone.
So he should be in the Hall of Fame, but I don't think the veterans will ever let him in. I think his 15 years are up, right? So, but he didn't want to be on the ballot like the last couple of years.
What's Toronto's payroll situation? They're not exactly a poorhouse.
Oh, they're pretty
they're
high.
a couple $100 million. Yeah, they're a couple $100
In
million.
fact, they were the runners-up to land the services of Otani.
Supposedly. I
Where
don't
did they
know.
get this
what do you think about that
Yamamoto?
guy?
Where did that come from?
He's over there.
He was over
You
there.
can get him.
He's another.
up by
Well,
St.
Japan
Louis.
is basically the AAA team for the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Yes, and I think in addition to the money they give those guys, they have to.
The posting fee.
They
and
have
whatnot.
to because both of these guys were. I think Japan could have kept both of them if they wanted to. But they can sell them over here, too.
I don't think anyone who needs an interpreter should be allowed to play for an American team.
Boy, that'd reduce your hockey. That'd
No, I mean baseball. No, I just mean
Just
baseball.
baseball.
Just baseball. Or there's a salary limit. I could create a salary limit.
Yeah.
Above $300 million, you
Oh,
can't have an
Tony.
interpreter.
Tani can speak English.
I'm sure he can.
80 as well as all of us,
Right.
but he just won't do it. He's a stubborn. He figures he can train an interpreter, and then that guy will softcore all his answers.
Do you think he maybe had to pivot from that since his interpreter went to federal prison?
Yes, right. That is. We got some stuff going on here with sports. First of all, we got Chauncey Billups, in crooked poker games.
Yep.
Apparently, the NBA knew about those. There was a story on 2-3 years ago about Chauncey being in these games. Nothing was done. And then the guy, Rozier, that just got suspended, that was 2023. That was publicized that all of a sudden we got these over and under bets now, Joe, that you can make with these outfits. And there was an inordinate amount of money on a game. See, they're so stupid that they... this guy's gonna, Terry Dozier's gonna have.
These are prop bets.
Prop bets. It's gonna have 14.5 points and
2.5 assists.
2.5 assists. Over and under. All of a sudden.
He's hurt.
Terry is throwing the ball in the bleachers when a guy's standing from me to you.
Right.
And then he only plays 9 minutes and says he's hurt. And here's what bothers me. Emmanuel Clase is one of the 3 best relievers in baseball. Mm-hmm. Now we're killing the NBA, right? Mm-hmm. Emmanuel Clase, one of these things where you can now bet on the next pitch. You can bet on the first pitch he throws is going to be a ball or a strike. Well, he throws it 14 feet outside, and they got tens of thousands of dollars bet on his first pitch. And this outfit that monitors bets like this rats him out. They empty out his locker and he leaves. And nothing's ever happened. Baseball is not. Baseball should be getting beat up just as bad as the NBA, right?
Yeah. Well, the best was the highlight video that they showed of this Rozier kid, and he's trying to pretend he's going to pass to a teammate, and he goes, "Oh, I threw it to the wrong guy." My over/under for turnovers was 0.5 or whatever it was.
God, it's unbelievable. It is.
Okay, how does it? Let's break it down. Who gets to Rozier? Who talks to him?
The mob.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think he and some of his buddies.
Somebody's got to go to him and say, "Look, tonight there's an over/under on."
Well, he's got nefarious characters. Probably his buddies they were betting it. Joe,
does he make a bet?
You watch TV now. Here's the ESPN is telling us about this evil gambling thing, and below it,
right.
They're running the
sponsored
odds,
by.
They're running the odds that on the ESPN wagering outlet.
But does he make a bet?
Duel.
Does Rozier make a bet?
No.
Well, how is he benefiting when he does
all
this?
These guys are betting. They're betting all of a sudden. They're betting 50,000.
So he's doing them a favor?
Well, they're probably giving him 10.
Okay.
There maybe 20. He's making $26 million.
Right. They're greedy.
I did see a great tweet based upon what Pat said about Clase throwing it outside and Rozier turning it over. Says, "This explains the Josh Freeman game at Giant Stadium where he's throwing the ball into the stands."
I don't think you could bet on the next play then. Now, I was telling you, once in a while I watch a movie on Tubi.
Sure.
Because they got hundreds of them. And but you got ads. But half the ads are 3 black guys standing around saying, and it's so ethnic, the advertising. It's unbelievable. And you could bet $5 and win $500,000 and stuff on one happening. It's unbelievable.
They are definitely trying to exploit a certain demographic.
Yes,
There's no question about it.
And aren't these bets just done on apps on your phone?
Yes, I think so.
Yes.
I don't know. It's
This is going to be
unbelievable.
uncontrollable.
Oh, God.
Well,
it
as
is.
the
Golf, the next shot.
Yeah.
You can bet on the next shot.
As the FBI said, I think Friday last week, this is the tip of the
Oh,
iceberg.
yes. But, I mean, what are you going to do? Here's the thing about gambling is, okay, some guy makes, some kid makes $5,000 bet. He loses it. All of a sudden he's playing. It's when they get down, when they owe somebody $30,000 is when they start doing stuff, right?
Well, can we take a pause? Because I have a thought about that.
Yeah.
I was listening to a national broadcast about this very subject matter and how, remember when Gilbert Arenas got pinched?
Yes.
And how some have speculated that he might have been to get a plea deal, basically, saying, well, he's probably saying, this guy's betting and that guy's betting. And some of these guys might have been owing a ton of money to some major bookies in various states and saying, well, this is why they're all doing this. Because it would make no sense for a guy like Chauncey Billups to absolutely jeopardize everything about his career.
He likes to play poker, and somebody says, Chauncey, you show up, people will think it's a legitimate game.
They had X-ray vision tables showing what the cards were.
Did you see that? Yeah.
X-ray tables.
They all have contacts and going, what?
And they're like, one of these poker guys was writing about it on a poker website 3 years ago.
Saying, this game's rigged.
Stay out of Chauncey Billups. He says, this is the only game where the pros show up and lose money.
Right.
You know, so.
I'd be a pretty good poker player if I knew what the other guy had in his hand.
Unbelievable.
It's becoming, how do you trust watching a game?
I couldn't agree with you more. Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, even when you watch how games are officiated and if you don't even know if you can trust the players, it's all theater now. That's what it's become.
Maybe, just maybe, we ought to look into the Vikings.
Ooh.
Did they have?
Think Kevin O'Connell had the over/under?
you think that's?
They
Think Carson Wentz was perfectly healthy and just was limping. Just was limping.
Freaking arm is dangling off the
side. Were they waiting for him to get removed by ambulance before they?
he's dead.
Why did he not want Brosmer in the game?
I don't know.
You know.
You had a third.
Carson was doing, you see this? I got my hand.
My arm will not raise anymore.
He's already wearing a brace on.
yes.
God, that poor kid. Just kidding.
Is McCarthy playing in Detroit or
He's
isn't
gonna play
he?
in Detroit. They
Well, there
said
you
he's
go.
gonna
Let's
play.
figure this out.
Yes, let's find
Let's
out.
go here.
Let's try not to lose by 27 like we did on Thursday.
I don't know. Detroit. Now, we have the mini bye, but Detroit has the full
bye. Yeah.
And Detroit was missing 3 of their defensive backs the last time they played. So if they're healthy, that could be a bit of a rout.
Yeah.
But while PJ holds down the margin of defeat. Kevin O'Connell does not go to the run easily, does he? He loves throwing the ball.
And God bless him, but Aaron Jones is cooked. He's just done.
You know, we could almost make the Fleck rules like this.
That's a good idea. I love that idea.
We'd have to do some.
Always protect the margin of defeat would be rule number 1.
Yeah, right. That's right.
Oh, that you remind me.
Always say, after every defeat, say, it's all on me.
Yep.
No matter how insincere, say, it's all on me.
I have a question from a listener. Has the Turkey Committee already started to gather for the annual?
They better. It's a month away.
Well, but I mean, the committee's got its time and its place.
Well, let's face it. The last week kind of turned the committee on its head here. It's
the committee doesn't know what to do.
You know what? I'm a little bit anti-Russian anyway, right? Okay, I don't like Russians, because they got a crazy man.
Yes, sir.
By the way, did you see what his new nuclear weapon? Did you read about his new nuclear missile?
Yeah.
It can go 18,000 miles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's not
I
good.
can come right here if you want to.
Good, right. Landed
Right in your living room.
Ran over there in the men's room.
Right.
But so the Kaprizov better jack her up here. Come on, let's go. Biggest.
I'm not going to
paid guy.
panic.
I'm not going to panic. I'm a hockey. It's
Too early.
7 games. But
Too early.
But yeah, the committees have been thinking about it. Here's one of the committee's problems. We have new editors who are not.
So you got to get that thing in by tomorrow?
They're not necessarily familiar with the.
Oh, come
the
on.
legacy of the. No, I'm just saying that instead of being accepted as just a work of lengthy satire, it's somebody might. I don't know. I'm not. I've been told it's fine. Do what you always do. So, but I don't know.
I'm going to, since we're talking about betting, I'm going to place the over-under of the mention of ballroom at 0.5. Joe, which one you taking, over or under?
I don't know.
Over.
Okay. Well, anyhow.
The Turkey Committee ballroom.
Yes.
What do you think of Donald's new ballroom? Huh?
Is everyone willing to admit that he's insane?
I am.
Yeah, I mean, he's insane.
I'm conservative,
Okay.
but I'm not stupid.
Oh, okay. All right. I was going to put a 20% tariff on Canada, but I'm.
I don't like that ad they've been running in the World Series.
They took that ad off, so I'm cutting it, but I'm only cutting it to 10% because they didn't take it off soon enough. But by the way, I've been seeing the video of Reagan talking about it.
Yep.
You know, so he's not smart enough.
Here he goes.
Or doesn't have enough time to monitor all these slights. Who's in charge of telling him when he's been slighted?
Oh, we got a guy.
So are you trying to say it's me, Rook, and Kenny trying to get Joe going?
Yes.
Is that what you think?
I can't keep track of it.
No, I'm sure that someone's job, at least maybe a whole group of people's
Slight monitor.
job is to see if anybody insulted him
You think
in
that's-
the universe.
Do you think that's a daily briefing?
Yes.
A daily meeting?
Yes. Yeah, they said.
Give me my slights.
Who slighted me on
The official slate monitor of the White House.
That's right.
God, that'd be a neat committee.
Oh,
to
it
be on.
really would.
Would do. Yeah.
Don, have you seen the latest ad in Canada? They're bringing out Reagan for that
Yeah.
one.
Oh, wow. There's another. Now he and the guy from China are buddies now again, or what? What are they doing?
Depends what he's been offered. I have no idea.
Unbelievable. But we know one thing. He got over there in his new plane, right? Did he already get the plane from
Well,
Qatar?
they got the Qatar plane, but didn't we have to put $400 million into it?
Well,
They're
no,
still
they-
working on
We
it.
had to upgrade
really?
it. Yeah, you
I
got
think
gotta
the plane
fix
was
it up.
The plane was worth $400 million.
Probably got gold bathroom fixtures.
Yeah, well, we probably had to get a ballroom in the plane too. Does he and Melanie like to dance? Do they? Is that why we're
I
getting a
can't
ballroom?
see. He only knows the one move. You know,
Yeah, right.
cut the arm deal going.
That's right. That's right. That's the way I dance.
I don't think her name is Melanie.
Melania.
Melania, whatever the hell.
I still want to know who's taking care of her.
Hey, let's not.
I know, but that really intrigues me.
I know it does.
Somebody's getting all right there. It's
Yeah.
you know.
Okay.
Well, I mean, look at her.
Gee,
He ain't taking care of her.
I don't know. What happened to the second one? She never says a word.
Who's the one he buried on the golf course?
That was the first one.
First one, right on the first tee,
Ivana.
right in the first fairway, right?
Right,
Got a
Ivana.
tax break.
Yeah, but the second one was made Miss Marple, the Maples, or whatever her name was. Wasn't it? She was
Marla Maples.
Marla Maples, but
Yeah.
if she got the big settlement, but if she said anything,
Yeah.
it would, so
Well, who's the
she's-
one that got buried? Ivanka? No. Didn't they they had Gabor names or something? Jaja?
Ivanka was
Zsa Zsa
wasn't
Gabor.
Ivanka the first one?
Ivana, they were married in 1977. They divorced in 1990. Marla Maples,
who was a babe, by the way.
93 to 99, and then Melania, 2005 to current.
So who's the one buried?
I'm trying to find that out.
The first one, because she was
could
old.
have-
Marla's still alive.
We could have Mrs. Ricey and Melania.
Yeah.
And they could have a complaint. If they were honest, they could have a complaint. They could have a game of flaws.
Yes,
what do
they
you
could.
think? That would be a battle.
Tiffany is the
Right.
one that's the daughter of Marla and Donald. Tiffany Trump.
Do you think Trump has to play the game of flaws with her?
She said, oh, be quiet. I'll build you a ballroom.
Yeah, okay. But I get to name it after myself.
Yes, right.
Well,
It's like, I don't know.
Monty Python.
It is. It's just like we're on a different planet.
Ivana is still alive, by the way. They're both still alive.
Sure. Oh,
Well, he
Marla.
buried somebody
Okay, we
that
just
was
don't
a
know
wife.
who.
No, he got a tax break.
And Ivana, by the way, Donald
Just
was
Google who did he bury on his golf course.
Ivana. Donald was her
Maybe Mom.
second husband. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Who did Don bury? Oh God, that's gonna be
On
a
the golf
dangerous.
course.
On the
Google
golf course.
search.
I'm not making it up.
All right,
If it's a cemetery, no taxes.
Who did?
There's a hump there. You got to hit over it.
Trump. You two.
You
Barry.
get a free lift out of the grave.
All right. You know what?
No, it's in there.
I know. I'm going to look this up while it's searching. Let's take another quick pause.
Okay, a
All right.
pause. Let's have a pause. I like those pauses.
All right. Google AI. Donald Trump's first wife, Ivana, was
Yep.
buried at the Trump National Golf Club in Bedminster, New Jersey, following her death in July of 2022.
Yep.
Her gravesite is located near the first tee of the golf course.
there.
Yes.
The burial promoted public discussion and news coverage regarding potential tax benefits for the property in New Jersey, as cemeteries are exempt from property taxes.
Yeah.
Ivana's burial was not the first time such plans for the Bedminster property were made public. In 2012, NPR reported on Trump's earlier plan to build a mausoleum for himself on the golf course.
Then it would really be a discount, right?
The proposal was later changed to include plans for a cemetery with as many as 1,000 plots, then a smaller family
So
cemetery,
do
and
you pay
eventually
taxes or not?
a commercial cemetery.
Well, if he pulls this off, there won't be any taxes.
Well, but it's already been built.
You know, how do you sell that one to the fam?
How do you even
Here's
just
what I'm thinking, kids.
how do you do your pre-shot routine when there's a body sitting right there?
You know, my whole clan is buried next to the Fulda golf course.
Yeah, but in a cemetery.
Yeah, but if we moved them over the fence, then
Yeah.
I don't know what the tax break would be. But
Well, you got to do the ballpark, not the golf course.
do you know when my grandfather died?
I don't know.
On the paternal side,
Yeah.
as a grandfather,
God.
I bought Luke an electric bike.
Okay.
And I texted him and I said, my grandpa did not buy me an electric bike because he died in 1912.
Yeah.
Yes.
1912.
1912.
Your dad's
is rich.
dad died in 1912.
1912. Yes, he died a little young, but my dad was 45 when I got adopted. But yeah, 1912.
You know what that tells me?
What?
113 years ain't what it used to be.
So I was going to ask you if you ever met your grandfather. Well, be
Not
tough
on
now.
either, not on either side. But
No, neither did I.
I didn't have a
Neither did I. I never had a grandfather.
Otto Senior though. I didn't have much chance to meet him because he was 1912. You
What
know
did he
how
die
died?
from? Huh?
He was an undertaker before they had,
Family business.
and he gave himself an infection and died.
No.
Yeah, poked himself.
Was he an undertaker in Fulda?
Yeah, but it was a different kind of deal. My dad was the first one to go to
Actually learn what to do.
Learn what to do. Don't poke
Otto
yourself.
was making it up.
He was winging it.
Otto was. He was.
I can handle this.
You know, Otto goes back to the old westerns when they put him in a box.
Yeah.
You know, and tell the old man what. Yeah, everybody was. Uncle Carl did it before him. He was the older one, and I think he just said, "What the hell? What the hell? But
Just
the
put
old
him in
man
there.
did something.
Yeah, well, he had chemicals and
He
stuff.
did, yeah, he did it. He did it the right way, I guess. So.
Well, what do you mean you guess? He was never
I didn't go
sued,
down
was
and
he? I mean,
watch. I don't go down and watch, but I'll tell you what, it was a great place
for
Halloween pranks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the kids. You'd get them in there, and you'd be laying in a casket, go,
because that was also his showroom.
Yeah, there was 3.
Yeah.
We had the kind of expensive caskets out the front.
Yeah.
And then the next room, the modest price ones.
Yeah.
And then for the cheapos, you had to go way in the back and crawl around to get to the
plywood
to
ones.
the boxes that had a little bit of covering on them. In fact, when they said they got anything else, I think Richard hesitated quite a bit before he got them back to the cheap room. So anyway,
Is Torrey Hunter alive as a prospect?
no, they already
They whittled her down,
they
Joe,
have
to
named
4.
the 4. We got
Rowson,
and
Derek Shelton,
who was assistant. He was bench coach for
Rocco.
here in the early days. Then Scott Servais, the Seattle guy that got fired before Dan Wilson, and then some bench coach in Kansas City.
Will there
think,
be a
Ryan
spring
Flaherty.
training less anticipated?
Oh, God.
It's pretty.
They got to do
amazing.
something.
I tell you what, though, they'll probably have more people that go to spring training than they do for the opening homestand.
Yeah, it's I don't know if they know how much trouble they're in.
There's not much buzz around the local 9, is there?
No, somebody today was doing a thing on Minnesota's Week of Embarrassment, and I said, don't forget David Popkins, the hitting coach that they fired, who, if the Blue Jays win the World Series, might be Prime Minister of Canada. They love him up there, and the Twins fired him after 1 year or 2?
One. You know what I forgot about? Because they made a big deal about that. I forgot about Mattingly. This is his first World Series ever as a manager, coach, and player. Because is he hitting coach or bench coach for the Blue Jays?
I'm not sure what he's doing.
Yeah,
but,
he's got a role.
I like that Blue Jays manager. He's
crusty.
big old guy.
He seems all right.
Schneider?
Yeah, I like Roberts too, because Roberts.
I like Roberts because he let the Jap go all the way. Whoops.
Japanese fella.
The Japanese man.
Gentleman, yes.
Can't say Japanese.
No, you can't, Joe.
Oh, God.
I apologize.
You would have been a fine headline writer during the 1940s.
Jap surrender.
Yeah, that's right. Big headline.
But
I don't know
Yamamoto-
why it's offensive. I don't know why it's offensive.
Don't-
but I'll concede that it is.
Do you think Japanese people say to each other, he's a Jap, isn't he? I mean, we're talking about a friend, isn't he a Jap?
I don't think so.
I don't know how it works.
I don't see why. I have
don't know
to
how it
agree,
works.
Pat. Why is that harmful?
I don't know.
It's 2025.
Yes.
We're very
Is it any
sensitive.
different than calling somebody a Yank?
That's true.
Well, yeah. Yank is kind of, Yank is, when they call us a Yank, they're building us up.
How about an online poll question? Which term is offensive
How
to
about
you?
this? I'm going to say that I'll never use the term.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yes, that's good. We're all
on the same
that.
page.
I think so.
past that. That's right. But if we had a good editor, we might not even have to worry about it.
I was going to ask you, what does that place seat? Skydome or Rogers Center, wherever they call
50.
that. Is it 50? Okay.
A little over 50.
Because I was showing
I was there when Joe Carter hit his home run.
Where you were? Okay.
I was there for that series.
'Cause they
I was
played-
there for 2 in a row there when Winfield won one and then Molly won the next one. Yeah.
I've only been in the old Toronto ballpark.
That was a great place.
Down on the lake.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
I thought you were 91. You were covering the team.
Yes.
Because you and Pat
Yes.
called from.
We were.
I was in that new one.
It was yes. We were in Toronto when we
the great
had,
miracle,
when we had
the technical miracle.
Yes,
From Griff. Was
we
it?
had the Grifster.
Yeah.
Joe, are you there, Joe? Yes, Griff. Silence. we had me and Griff, Joe and Griff. Joe and I with no
Griff.
We had no idea what happened to We have no idea how we're talking to each other.
But here you were.
And we were saying, he was in one hotel, I was in another one, and we were saying, don't say anything here, because we may
don't
be
know if
on the
we're
air. We didn't know if we were on the air or not. And then he said, settle down, boys. Everything's copacetic. I miss the grifter. The grifter was he was relaxed. He was a relaxed guy, but that's the craziest morning of all time. Did we ever get on when we were all talking at the same time?
Were you doing Monday night?
Trying to do Saturday sports talk.
Saturday sports talk. Okay.
Game day.
Coming to you live.
No, preview of a game of the World Series.
Yeah. Joe,
Pat, is that you?
God, that was great. Yeah, Griff was out there and in the swamp all by himself, man, just doing whatever he wanted to do. Nobody bothered
Haven't you
him.
ever heard that?
Oh God, yeah. I was trying to find it. I don't think I have it.
I wonder if we ever had it. I wonder.
Well, it's on a CD or something somewhere, but I
it?
thought it was in the system.
Ah, man. Griff died way too young, man. Griff was a good guy.
Just think, some people have CDs of their brilliance.
Yes, we have
CDs of all the screw-ups.
Yes, right. That is absolutely
Take
true.
our break. And no. Start this man right now. Okay. Yes, sir.
This is
Sports hero.
No, you're talking about your screw ups.
Oh,
This
yes.
is part of your highlights. Pat's trying to go to break, and you say, No, we're taking
we're
it
not
right
taking
now.
a break.
Who was that? Oh, that was when Holtz left, right?
Yeah.
That
Yes.
was
Yeah.
when Holtz left. Yeah.
John Gudenkunst.
He played that last week, I think.
Goody's still with us. Goody's still with us. His son, of course, is the Packer. Boy, did the Packer quarterback look good. 20 in a row last night he completed to end that game.
I think Rodgers is done. Don't you?
He's okay, but he's
He's the
can
least of
throw
their
his-
problems.
He can still throw it long, though, man.
Is he
That
in trouble
bomb.
for smelling salts?
Rogers?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Last night he was
Are you
using,
not
and
supposed
according
to
to the
take
Daily Mail, that's an illegal substance.
No, it's legal, but the team can't provide it, is what I think the rule is.
What the hell was he taking smelling salts for?
Wake himself up. He's 41, Joe.
Yeah, he didn't. Of course, back in the day, if you got knocked out,
But
they
they have.
gave you smelling salts, and
Yeah.
then you went back out and played.
Right.
That had to have been the worst uniform bowl of all time.
God.
Traffic
that
vests.
Yeah,
They look like they were traffic
It was awful.
controllers.
It was awful. If I was him, I'd say, "Listen, I'm a legend of this game. Okay, they're going to remember me decades from now, and I don't want them looking back seeing me in this
you have
circus uniform."
two of your most legendary franchises in your league's history, and they go out there like they're arena football.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Well, was that at one time a Pittsburgh uniform?
Yes,
Oh,
in
it
the
was.
30s. In the 30s. But back, pro football was so minor in the mentality of the nation compared to college and baseball that they all dressed up like clowns to get some attention. That's why they wore those gaudy uniforms, to have people maybe talk of, hey, did you see those uniforms? So, all righty.
I need you to sell us a car before we
I
depart.
was out there this morning.
What was
and-
wrong with what was the leaking problem?
It wasn't too serious. It was just a little thing that they are going to fix out there.
I've been
for me.
diagnosed with minor
I
leakage.
knew I would not get an answer.
Well, how would I know?
I know, that's right.
It's a vehicle.
But they
No,
give
but
you
I got-
they give you
I got-
a receipt.
I got 68,000 on it, and it's time to get her looked at.
Yeah.
Because I want 2 more years out of the convertible. The DA was trying to encourage me to trade it in, but by the way, right now they tell me that
It would have been a good time.
Cascade, people want looking for those convertibles, but I like being a man of the summer and the wind blowing in my hair.
Your
and
Royce
all that
walk.
stuff. Yes, right. Yeah. How am I going to get down to the park if I don't have a car? Anyway, Jim Paul and Brett Paul, Valley Group of GM dealers. Fantastic prices out there right now on the Buick SUVs. Low interest rates. and high factory rebates and financial people that can make it happen for you. Also, good service department. My car's being treated in there right now, and I expect it to be running like a top when I get it back. So Jim Paul and Brett Paul's Valley Group of GM dealers right out Cedar Avenue, 147th. I was saying 140th, but it's a little further. Take a little right and go in there, and it's full service and wonderful prices. Jim Paul and Brett Paul, Buick SUVs. Go get yourself one right now.